She says that Hill intentionally broke her leg. That's according to a new lawsuit filed by Sophie Hall. This all went down back in June last year.
Accused him of breaking her leg. Now, this is a crazy story because she said he broke her leg, and then after, she still let him clap with a broken leg. We can all believe that
he's having his third child this year with 3 different women. And apparently, he already has 7 children and just got married to someone else. I don't think he has a...
Called to a domestic dispute between Tyreek Hill and his wife. Hill's mother-in-law called police shortly after 2 p.m. on Monday to report an assault in progress. She told police Hill was very aggressive and impulsive, and she feared for her daughter's safety. Hill's wife, Keita, said couples therapy is not working out, and she said she's in the process of filing for divorce.
Tyreek Hill has a very interesting story in his life. Right now, he's very successful, but that wasn't always the case. Out of high school in Georgia, he attended a community college called Garden City in Kansas. Then he went to Oklahoma State. And once he went to Oklahoma State, things were looking pretty good. But stop the show. Tyreek Hill was dismissed from the football and the track team following his arrest and guilty plea for domestic violence. With his future NFL career in jeopardy, it took him to a D2 school, I believe, called West Alabama, which he had an okay year. Because of his domestic violence situation, he was supposed to never get drafted. But there is the genius in Andy Reid, who took a shot on Tyreek Hill, who drafted him in the 5th round. And of course, he goes to Kansas City, and we all know what happens later. They draft Patrick Mahomes, and the rest is history. They even win the Super Bowl there. But stop the show. Tyreek Hill is an individual that's just never happy. As you know, he wanted to go to a place where he would be the more featured option.
I never been anybody's side chick before. Never. Always, my whole life. High school, middle school, all the quarterbacks, main chick. I go to KC, now I'm the side chick. I'm like, hold on, what's going on with that? You taking me to Joe's barbecue. No, I don't want no barbecue. I want to go to the fancy restaurants.
You want to go to Nobu?
He goes to the Miami Dolphins and even says that Tua has a better arm than Patrick Mahomes. But what did the Chiefs do? Well, they just went and won 2 more Super Bowls without Tyreek Hill, and the Miami Dolphins barely made the playoffs or got put out in the first year. But Tyreek Hill was living it up in Miami, and he was doing a whole lot of booty clapping.
He's having his 3rd child this year with 3 different women. And apparently, he already has 7 children and just got married to someone else. I don't think he has a child with the...
7 children. Wait. 2 of the baby mamas have just filed paternity suits. Hill reportedly has 7 children, just got married a couple of weeks ago.
Person he's married to. He just has all these critters roaming around. What's crazy to me...
What is wrong with black men? These NFL, NBA, like whatever sport, not being able to just wear a condom, man. Please, just wear a condom or pull out. Oh my God, man. They're all driven by the lost desires and emotions. Like it, oh God.
Is this like
I have no pity for them. I have no pity. I don't feel sorry for them. And I hope they get the worst.
Of the women.
I mean,
like,
she's fine still, though. No, she's fine. She's fine.
With like little Tyreek Hill jerseys. You know, right here.
That's the same one, though.
And then right here, just that one's already here. It's alive. And then this one's also alive. This
one's the same one? Oh no, they're not the same one. Her skin color looks, she's brighter than this one. Oh dang. But they very much look alike. This guy likes his light skins or Latinas?
One's coming soon.
Coming soon.
He was doing so much booty clapping in Miami that he even had 3 kids in the same year, as well as being married to his wife, Keita. Now, if we all know Tyreek Hill, he definitely has a type. He doesn't really like black women at all. He's more of a Latina guy. But I guess he just kept on clapping cheeks, even though he was married.
Let me not say that. She's a mother. Though.
And all of these ladies came out and they started saying, I got to be by Tyreek Hill.
Wait, isn't she black though? She looks very much black to me. Right?
So they started putting the babies in the jerseys. And I
think it might be the same one as this one here. They look very alike. Yeah, I think that's the same one here. Same smile. Yeah, that's the same person here.
Was just getting out of hand. But wait, there's more.
Social media influencer, a model, she says that Hill intentionally broke her leg. That's according to a new lawsuit filed by Sophie Hall. This all went down back in June last year at Hill's Southwest Ranches home, at the same home that caught on fire just a few months ago. Now, the suit claims that Hill invited Hall over to his home and that the two participated in a football lesson. And when Hill got knocked over, he was allegedly humiliated by friends and family. Well, Hall says that the cheetah was angry and then shoved her severely, then fracturing her leg at this point. So we have reached out as of late Tuesday to representatives for Hill and the Dolphins for comments, and we are still waiting to hear back.
Sophie Hall is an OnlyFans/IG model who, of course, while Tyreek
That's all I'm gonna say. One word: ego. Ego.
Hill was married and still having babies with women that were not his wife, accused him of breaking her leg. Now, this is a crazy story because she said he broke her leg, and then after, she still let him clap with a broken leg. We can all believe that, well, that story was not true. But again, it just made him look bad because
So he broke her leg and she still let him in after he broke her leg. These women, man. God.
hey man, you're a married guy, you keep having all of these kids, and everybody keeps talking about you, and now here is this OnlyFans model accusing you of something that's crazy as this. But if Tyreek Hill could make it up on the NFL field, then all could be forgiven. And let's not say that he wasn't doing great. Tyreek Hill had some of his best years in Miami, like in 2023 and 2022, where he caught a combined 238 passes for almost 3,400 yards. I mean, that is definitely balling out, which is what he was doing. And we can't say that he doesn't do that. But wait, there is more. As we know, Tyreek Hill just can't be happy. He then said he wanted to be traded from the Miami Dolphins.
But will only act on a deal where they feel they're getting fair value in the return.
Right.
I tried to tell you this, Ocho.
What?
You ain't want
Wait,
to
whoa. You trying to tell me what?
about Tyreek. They were getting tired of that.
Oh, well,
We
listen.
talked about it.
I think Tyreek ain't slow. He's pretty smart. If you know they tired of it, and you keep on doing it. What does that?
Even he laughed. Even Shay laughed. He ain't smart.
If you know they tired of it, and you keep on doing it. What does that tell you? He doing it on what? He doing it on what?
You think he do it on purpose?
Absolutely. Okay. At this point, absolutely.
Well,
TikTok, some of the stuff he's doing.
Well, he's the one that keep talking about, to find out your team trying to trade him. You're the one, the last game of the season, you talk about your peace out, you got to go do what's best for you. I don't like when people become a victim in their own story.
Right.
Not only did he say he wanted to be traded from Miami Dolphins, but he was like making TikToks about it, and still, even to this day, 4 days ago, he's still talking about the same exact thing. And this is crazy because Tyreek Hill makes a lot of money in Miami. He's doing very well, and he wanted to go there. Now he wants to be traded. Now, this is a guy that is a problem to the organization. He has problems outside on the field. And now this is happening.
So Hill's mother-in-law called the police in fear of her daughter's safety. This is per the police report. She claims that she witnessed Tyreek Hill throw a laptop on the floor, then grab his daughter and begin walking towards the balcony of the residence following an argument with his wife. So Keita Hill also stated that she is in the process of filing
divorce,
according to the police.
She claims that she witnessed Tyreek Hill throw a laptop on the floor, then grab his daughter and begin walking towards the balcony of their residence for an argument with his wife. But that's crazy.
It just seems like every single day there's another, story involving Tyreek Hill, whether it's assault.
It's always black people, black guys all the time, man. It's always black people involved. How many times do you hear white people in such dramas, involved in such dramas? How many times? Maybe once every blue moon, once every decade. Bro, it's always goddamn black people in this goddamn sport, man. In every sport. Some sort of scandal. Oh, God, I'm tired, man.
Whether he wants to be traded.
Now Tyreek Hill's wife is basically filing for divorce because she says she's in fear of her life. Now, as you heard what the gentleman said, Tyreek Hill didn't really hit anybody.
Bro, that shit, bro. Damn.
He just threw a laptop down and was yelling, but the lady didn't want to be with him anymore. She's filing for divorce. Now, they've been having a little bit of issues here and there. Remember, Tyreek Hill tried to file for divorce on a fake divorce. She didn't want to sign a post-nuptial agreement, and then he took that back and said that it wasn't what he was trying to do, and he blamed it all on the lawyer, and the lawyer came out and roasted him and said, hey, no, man, you wanted to secretly file for divorce from this lady, and now the question is, Mr. Tyreek Hill, how much money is this lady going to get from you?
Yep,
Again, this is somebody who didn't work to be where she's at. She's just beautiful, and you still have all of this money that you're spending in child support.
Yep.
She's probably going to get a lot in divorce because maybe she didn't want you in the first place. And not only did she probably not want you in the first place, but you're having all of these kids and disrespecting the marriage. So yeah, she's gone. And not only are you a cancer in your own marriage, you are a cancer in the organization that you're dealing with. Let me just tell you this. I'm a big-time 49ers fan, all right? And as you guys know, we used to have a wide receiver by the name of Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens is probably one of the best receivers of all time. He was so productive on the field. I mean, he gave it all as every play. He was big, he was strong, he was fast, and he was a threat to score at every time. And while he was in his prime, you know what? People overlooked, the things that he was doing. Criticizing the quarterback. I remember he called Jeff Garcia a homosexual. He criticized our then coach Steve Mariucci in the public meeting when we lost the game to the Bears. I mean, people can take that once you're delivering, but Tyreek Hill is 30 years old, and he's probably not going to be able to deliver at this height for a long time. Just like Odell Beckham, who still thought he was a diva, and now he's no longer in the league. And there will come a time where Tyreek Hill is no longer the man. And once your problems outweigh your production, you're out of the league.
And the money's gone.
And a lot of this stuff is these guys' faults. I mean, you should learn by now that a lot of problems that you're having in your life are your own.
They really think it's everyone else's fault but theirs. Bro, self-awareness does not exist with people. 99.9% of people in this world, I'm convinced, have zero self-awareness. Zero.
At one point, do you sit back and be thankful for the blessing that you have? You're a gifted athlete.
Once he's stuck in jail for life, that's when it really kicks in. Like, once something crazy happens in your life, where like it flips your life upside down, that's when they realize, oh damn, I effed up. But at that point, it's too late. Way too late.
You make a ton of money. You're very talented. You have everything that you will need in life. Why not just chill out?
Yes,
why are you still out here clapping all of these cheeks? And it just goes.
I mean, you can do that, but like be secretive about it. I'm not from a man. I'm not gonna say don't clap cheeks. Like, bro, obviously I don't condone cheating, that kind of stuff. And black men don't cheat. But if you don't want to do your thing on the side while you have your main girl, your miss, your wife, just have that conversation. Tell like, yo, babe, like it's me and you. We're locked up like in this. We're like this, but yo. I know you know now, even though we were married, when this marriage together, I had this question even before getting married, but like, I am going to be still doing my thing, but however, I'll make sure it does not come out into the public. So you won't get disrespected, our child won't get disrespected, in general, our family and our image won't get disrespected. Like, that's just responsibility as a man. But, bro, these guys,
show you that some guys can't handle the money and they can't handle the fame, and they are their own worst enemy. Now, again, if you have a domestic dispute in the past and your wife knows it or your future wife knows it, if she wants to leave you, all she needs to do is file for divorce and just say, I'm afraid for my life. And the reason why that can be granted is because you have a history of doing that. And so if you know that, then you have to really make sure that you always keep your cool. But in this case, she's going to probably come out with some form of money, and he's only been with her or married to her for only 2 years. What do you guys think about the situation? Comment below. So, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. Bro, she's about to have a field day in court if she files for divorce and goes to court. She's going to have a fat paycheck. Fat paycheck.